Hey, beautiful souls, welcome back! So today I pulled cards specifically for my Virgo collective, and honestly, the energy coming through is really something worth paying attention to. I have been working with tarot for years now, and when I laid out these cards for you all, I could immediately sense there is a major shift happening in your love life right now. Not the kind of shift that is loud and obvious, but the kind that is quietly rearranging everything behind the scenes. And Virgo, you know how you love to analyze and understand everything? Well, the universe is asking you to trust the process even when you cannot see the full picture yet. Before we dive deep into these cards, I just want to say that if this reading resonates with you, it would mean the world if you could share your experience in the comments. I love hearing from you all because it helps me understand what energy is collectively moving through each sign. And for those of you who are new here, welcome to this space. I try to keep things authentic and real because honestly, that is what tarot should be about. It is not about creating drama or telling you what you want to hear. It is about tapping into the genuine energy and giving you insights that actually help you navigate your path. So let me tell you what happened when I sat down to do this reading. I was shuffling the deck and asking Spirit to show me what is coming next in love for Virgo, and the cards that came out were so specific. Like they were not vague at all. The universe has a very clear message for you right now about where your love life is headed. And I am really excited to break this down with you card by card, because each one adds another layer to this story. Let me start by pulling the first card here. And oh wow, we have the Ten of Wands. Okay, so right off the bat, I need to talk about this because this card is showing me that many of you have been carrying so much weight when it comes to love. The Ten of Wands is about burden, responsibility, and feeling like you are doing all the heavy lifting in your connections. And Virgo, I know this resonates because you are the type who will go above and beyond for the people you care about. You will organize, plan, fix problems, and honestly just carry the entire relationship on your shoulders if you have to. But here's what Spirit is showing me through this card. The reason this is coming up first in your reading about what is next in love is because the universe is saying this pattern is about to shift. You have been in a cycle where you felt responsible for making things work, for being the glue that holds everything together. And honestly, it has been exhausting you. I can feel that exhaustion in this card. Like you have been trying so hard, and sometimes it feels like the other person is not even meeting you halfway. Some of you might be thinking about a specific person right now, someone where you felt like you were the only one putting in effort. And what is interesting is that the Ten of Wands does not just represent the burden itself. It represents being so close to the finish line, but feeling like you cannot take another step. You are almost there, but the weight is too much. So what is coming next in your love life, according to this card, is a massive release of this burden. The universe is preparing to lift this weight off your shoulders. And I need you to understand that this does not necessarily mean a relationship ending, although for some of you it might. What it means is that you are going to stop being the person who carries everything. Either the dynamic is going to shift and become more balanced, or you are going to finally give yourself permission to put down what is not yours to carry. I am seeing that what comes next is a period where you learn to set boundaries around how much you give in love. Because Virgo, your heart is so pure and you genuinely want to help and support, but you have been depleting yourself in the process. The next chapter in your love life involves you reclaiming your energy and only investing it where it is truly valued and reciprocated. This card is telling me that you are about to experience what it feels like to be in a connection where you do not have to do all the work, where love flows naturally instead of feeling like a constant uphill battle. And for those of you who are single, this is even more important, because before someone new comes in, you need to release the habit of overgiving. You need to break free from the pattern of thinking that you have to prove your worth through how much you do for someone. What is next for you in love is learning that you are enough just as you are, without carrying anyone else's emotional baggage or responsibilities. All right, so the second card I pulled for you is the Hanged Man. And when I saw this come out, I actually paused for a moment because this is such a powerful card about perspective and surrender. So let me explain what this means for what is coming next in your love life. The Hanged Man appears when you are in a period of suspension, when things feel like they are not moving forward, and you are kind of just hanging there waiting for something to shift. Now, I know that might sound frustrating, especially for a Virgo who likes to have a plan and see progress, but stay with me because this card is actually incredibly positive for what is ahead. What the Hanged Man is telling me is that what comes next in your love life is a complete shift in how you view relationships and love itself. You are being asked to see things from a totally different angle. Maybe you have had certain expectations about how love should look, Or maybe you have been waiting for a specific person to change. Or perhaps you have been holding on to an idea of what your perfect relationship should be. The Hanged Man says that the next phase of your love journey involves letting go of those fixed ideas and being open to a new perspective. I am seeing that some of you have been feeling stuck in your love situation, like nothing is happening and you are just waiting and waiting. But what Spirit is showing me through this card is that this pause is actually sacred. It is not a punishment or a delay. It is a necessary period of reflection and inner transformation. What is next for you is not about forcing something to happen or trying to control the outcome. What is next is about surrendering to the flow and trusting that the universe is rearranging things in your favor, even if you cannot see it yet. The Hanged Man also talks about sacrifice, but not in a negative way. It is about releasing what no longer serves you so that something better can come in. So, in terms of your love life, what is coming next might involve you letting go of a situation that you have been holding onto out of fear or comfort. Or it might mean releasing your attachment to how you think things should unfold, and instead being open to how they are meant to unfold. I am also getting that for some of you, this card indicates a period of introspection before a major breakthrough in love. Like you are in the cocoon stage right now, and what is next is the transformation that happens when you emerge. You might not be in an active dating phase, or you might not be hearing from someone you care about, but this quiet time is actually preparing you for something really beautiful. The Hanged Man is telling me that your perspective on love is about to completely shift, and when that happens, the right person and the right situation will align with this new energy you are embodying. So if you have been feeling frustrated about the lack of movement in your love life, this card is reassuring you that the stillness has a purpose. What comes next is clarity, wisdom, and a totally new understanding of what you truly want and deserve in love. Now, the third card here is Five of Swords. And I have to be honest with you, when this card shows up in a love reading, it usually points to some conflict or tension that needs to be addressed. So let me walk you through what this means for what is next in your love life. The Five of Swords is about arguments, disagreements, and situations where someone feels like they won, but at what cost? It is a card that often appears when there has been a battle of egos, or when communication has broken down. Now here is what I am picking up for Virgo specifically. What is coming next in your love life involves facing some uncomfortable truths about a connection or about your own patterns in relationships. The Five of Swords is showing me that you might be realizing that certain arguments or conflicts were not really about the surface issue at all. They were about deeper incompatibilities or fundamental differences in values. And what is next for you is coming to terms with this realization. Some of you might be in a situation where you have been trying to win arguments or prove your point. And the Five of Swords is saying that moving forward, you are going to recognize that being right is not as important as being at peace. What is coming in your love life is a shift away from combative energy and toward choosing your battles wisely. I am seeing that for some of you, there might be one final conflict or disagreement that brings everything to the surface, and this will actually be the catalyst for whatever change needs to happen. It might feel uncomfortable in the moment, but this clearing of the air is necessary for you to move forward. The Five of Swords also indicates that you might need to walk away from a situation where you feel like you are constantly defending yourself or where the dynamic has become toxic. What is next is you prioritizing your mental and emotional peace over trying to make something work that is fundamentally misaligned. Now, I also want to mention that this card can sometimes indicate feeling defeated or like you lost something in love. If you have recently gone through a breakup or a difficult ending, the Five of Swords is acknowledging that pain. But here's the important part about what comes next. You are going to realize that what you thought was a loss was actually a win in disguise. Walking away from the wrong situation is always a victory, even if it does not feel that way initially. So what is coming next in your love life, according to this card, is empowerment through choosing yourself. It is about recognizing when a battle is not worth fighting and having the courage to step away. And for those of you who are single or starting fresh, the Five of Swords is a reminder that in your next connection, you want to build something based on mutual respect and healthy communication, not on who can win the argument or who has more power in the relationship. The fourth card I am seeing here is Queen of Swords, and this is really interesting energy coming right after the Five of Swords. The Queen of Swords is all about clarity, truth, and cutting through illusions with precision and wisdom. So what does this mean for what is next in your love life? Let me tell you, this card is incredibly empowering for you, Virgo. The Queen of Swords represents someone who has been through challenges and has come out the other side with incredible discernment and self-awareness. She does not play games, she does not tolerate dishonesty, and she absolutely will not settle for less than she deserves. What is coming next for you in love is embodying this Queen of Swords energy. You are stepping into a phase where you see situations and people with crystal clear vision. No more rose-colored glasses, no more making excuses for behavior that does not align with your values, no more accepting breadcrumbs when you deserve the whole meal. The Queen of Swords is telling me that what is next involves you using your intellect and your intuition together to make decisions about love. You are not going to be swayed by pretty words or empty promises. You are going to look at actions, at consistency, at whether someone is actually showing up for you in the ways that matter. I am getting that some of you have already started to feel this shift. You are noticing that you are less tolerant of situations that used to drain you, and you are more willing to speak your truth even if it is uncomfortable. This is the Queen of Swords energy activating within you. What comes next is you fully stepping into this power and using it to create healthier relationship dynamics. Now, this card can also indicate that you might be in a more independent phase romantically. The Queen of Swords is perfectly content on her own because she has cultivated such a strong sense of self. So what is next for you might involve a period where you are focused on yourself, your goals, your healing, and your growth. And this is not a bad thing at all. In fact, this self-focused energy is what is going to attract the right kind of person into your life when the timing is right. The Queen of Swords also suggests that you might be communicating more directly in your relationships moving forward. You are going to say what you mean and mean what you say, and you are going to expect the same from others. This level of authentic communication is what is going to filter out people who are not serious or who are not emotionally mature enough for you. What I love about this card showing up in your reading is that it indicates you are not going to repeat old patterns. You have learned your lessons, you have done the work, and now you are operating from a place of wisdom and self-respect. What is next in your love life is connections that honor this growth you have achieved. Card number 5 is Six of Pentacles, and this brings such a different energy into the reading. The Six of Pentacles is about balance, generosity, and reciprocity. After all those swords energy we just went through, this card feels like a breath of fresh air. So what does this mean for what is coming next in your love life? The Six of Pentacles is showing me that you are moving into a phase where there is much more balance and fairness in your romantic connections. Remember that 10 of Wands at the beginning where you were carrying all the weight? Well, the Six of Pentacles is the universe saying that what comes next is the opposite of that. You are going to experience what it feels like to give and receive in equal measure. This card often appears when there is an energy of abundance and mutual support. So in terms of love, what is next for you involves being in a dynamic where both people are contributing, both people are showing up, both people are invested. I am seeing that for some of you, this might mean that a current connection is going to shift into better balance. Maybe someone who has been taking more than giving is going to step up and start reciprocating your energy. Or maybe you are going to meet someone new who naturally operates from this place of reciprocity. The Six of Pentacles is also about generosity of spirit. What is coming next is you being appreciated for all that you give. Your kindness, your thoughtfulness, your effort, all of it is going to be recognized and valued by the right person. And here is something really beautiful about this card. It is not just about romantic love. The Six of Pentacles can indicate that you are going to feel more supported in general, whether that is from friends, family, or community. And when you feel supported in these other areas of your life, it actually makes you more emotionally available and open in your romantic life. I am also picking up that this card suggests you might be in a position to help someone else with relationship advice or support. Your experiences and wisdom are valuable, and sharing them with others is part of the balanced energy of giving and receiving. What is next in your love life according to this card is harmony, fairness, and mutual respect. You are moving out of one-sided dynamics and into connections where there is real partnership. And if you are single, the Six of Pentacles suggests that before someone comes in, you are learning to have this balanced relationship with yourself first. You are learning to give yourself what you need while also being open to receiving from others. Now, the sixth card is Temperance. And I actually got chills when this one came out because Temperance is such a powerful card about divine timing and patience. Let me tell you what this means for what is coming next in your love life. Temperance is all about balance, moderation, and blending opposites into something harmonious. When this card appears in a love reading, it is usually indicating that what is next involves a period of healing, integration, and finding middle ground. The angel in the Temperance card is literally mixing water between two cups, and this represents the alchemical process of creating something new from different elements. So for your love life, Virgo, what is coming next is a blending or a balancing that needs to happen. This could manifest in a few different ways. For some of you, this might mean that you and another person are going to find a way to meet in the middle after a period of discord or separation. Temperance is about compromise and finding solutions that work for both people. It is not about one person giving in to the other. It is about creating a third option that honors both perspectives. I am seeing that what is next might involve some patience on your part. Temperance is not a fast card. It is about slow, steady progress and trusting that things are unfolding at the right pace. If you have been wanting things to move faster in your love life, this card is gently reminding you that good things take time. The universe is mixing the ingredients and creating something sustainable for you, and that cannot be rushed. Temperance also has a deeply spiritual quality to it. The next phase of your love journey has a sacred component. You might find yourself attracting someone who is on a similar spiritual path, or you might realize that love itself is a spiritual practice for you. This card is about finding that sweet spot between being open-hearted and being discerning, between giving and receiving, between independence and partnership. What is coming next is you embodying this balanced energy, and when you do, the right situation will align with it. I am also getting that temperance can indicate healing a relationship with patience and gradual work. If there is someone you are hoping to reconcile with or reconnect with, this card suggests that it is possible, but it will require both people to approach it with maturity and willingness to compromise. The key message here is that what is next in your love life is not going to be chaotic or dramatic. It is going to be a gentle, gradual unfolding of something that has real depth and staying power. The seventh card showing up for you is Justice. And this is fascinating because Justice is actually your card, Virgo. You are ruled by Mercury, but Justice is often associated with Virgo energy because of your love for fairness, truth, and doing the right thing. So having Justice show up in a reading about what is next in your love life is really significant. Let me explain what this means. Justice is about cause and effect, karma, and things coming into balance. When Justice appears, it is saying that whatever you have put out into the universe is coming back to you. So if you have been patient, kind, and genuine in love, then Justice is confirming that you are about to receive that same energy in return. What is coming next is karmic rewards for the good you have put out there. On the flip side, if there is someone who has not treated you well, Justice indicates that they will face the consequences of their actions. This is not about revenge or wishing ill on anyone. It is simply the natural law of the universe restoring balance. Justice is also about truth being revealed. What is next in your love life involves seeing situations exactly as they are, with no illusions or pretenses. If there have been secrets, lies, or hidden agendas in a connection, Justice brings everything into the light. And while that might feel intense, it is ultimately positive because you cannot build anything real on a foundation of dishonesty. The truth will set you free even if it is uncomfortable at first. I am also seeing that Justice can indicate a decision or a choice that needs to be made. What comes next might involve you having to make an important decision about your love life. This card encourages you to weigh all the factors carefully and to make choices that align with your highest good and your values. Justice reminds you to think with both your head and your heart, to consider both the practical aspects and the emotional aspects of any situation. Another layer of Justice is about contracts and commitments. For some of you, what is next might involve a more formal commitment in a relationship. This could be getting engaged, moving in together, or making some other kind of official declaration. Justice is about making things legitimate and official. And if you are single, this card suggests that when you do enter your next relationship, it will be with someone who is serious and ready for real commitment. What I love about Justice showing up here is that it confirms you are on the right path. The universe sees your efforts, your growth, your patience, and what is coming next is a reflection of all the work you have done on yourself. Okay, so the eighth card is Four of Swords. And this is really interesting because it is such a restful, contemplative card. The Four of Swords shows someone lying down in a peaceful state, taking time to rest and recover. So what does this mean for what is coming next in your love life? This card is telling me that before the next big thing happens romantically, you need to take some time for yourself. What is coming next is a period of rest, reflection, and recovery from whatever you have been through. The Four of Swords often appears after a difficult or stressful period, and it is the universe saying that you have earned a break. I am seeing that some of you might have been through emotional intensity recently, whether that is heartbreak, confusion, or just the exhaustion of trying to figure everything out. The Four of Swords is giving you permission to step back and just breathe. What is next is not more drama or more complications. What is next is peace. Now, this might sound like nothing is going to happen in your love life, but that is not what this card means. The Four of Swords is about strategic rest. It is about taking time to recharge so that when you do re-enter the arena, you are at your best. Think of it like an athlete resting between competitions. The rest is what allows for peak performance. So in your love life, what is coming next is you taking time to get clear on what you want, to heal from what you have been through, and to prepare yourself mentally and emotionally for the next chapter. This card also suggests that meditation, journaling, therapy, or any kind of inner work is going to be really beneficial for you right now. The Four of Swords is about going within and finding answers in the quiet. What is next involves trusting your inner wisdom and not feeling pressured to jump into anything before you are ready. I am also picking up that for some of you, this period of rest might involve taking a break from dating or from a specific situation, and that is completely okay. In fact, it is necessary. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and the Four of Swords is showing me that your cup needs to be refilled before you can fully show up for love. What comes next is self-care, self-reflection, and building up your energy reserves. And when you emerge from this restful phase, you are going to be so much clearer and more centered. The right opportunities and people will still be there, but you will be approaching them from a much healthier, more balanced place. Card number 9 is Page of Cups. And oh my goodness, this energy is so sweet and hopeful. The Page of Cups is all about new emotional beginnings, creative expression, and messages of love. So what does this mean for what is coming next in your love life? After that period of rest we just talked about with the Four of Swords, the Page of Cups is showing me that you are going to receive some kind of emotional message or new beginning. This could literally be a message from someone, like a text, a call, or someone reaching out to you. The Page of Cups often appears when there is a new person entering your life, or when someone from your past is coming back with a fresh perspective. What I love about this card is the energy of innocence and genuine feeling. The Page of Cups is not jaded or cynical. This is pure, authentic emotion. So what is coming next in your love life has this quality of sweetness and sincerity. If you have been dealing with people who play games or who are emotionally unavailable, the Page of Cups is a refreshing change. This is someone or some situation that is real and heartfelt. I am also seeing that the Page of Cups can represent you reconnecting with your own emotional openness. Maybe you have had your guard up, or maybe you have been protecting your heart. And what is next is you allowing yourself to feel again. The Page of Cups encourages you to be open to love, to be vulnerable, to express your feelings. This card is about emotional courage and the willingness to take emotional risks even after you have been hurt. Now the Page of Cups is a messenger card, so I am strongly getting that news or communication is coming your way. This could be a love confession, an apology, an invitation, or just someone expressing interest in you. The energy of this message will be genuine, and it will make you feel something. Even if you are not sure what to do with the information, the fact that it is coming is significant. It is the universe showing you that love and connection are still possible, that your heart is not closed off, that there are still beautiful experiences waiting for you. What is next, according to this card, is also about creativity and following your intuition in love. The Page of Cups trusts their gut feelings and emotional responses. So you might find yourself being drawn to someone or to a situation based purely on how it feels rather than how it looks on paper. And that is exactly what you should follow. Your intuition is your best guide right now. I am also picking up that for some of you, the Page of Cups might represent a younger person or someone who has a youthful, playful energy. What comes next might involve someone who brings lightness and joy into your life after a heavy period. And finally, we have the 10th card, which is 8 of Pentacles. This is such an interesting card to end on because the 8 of Pentacles is all about dedication, skill building, and mastery through practice. So what does this mean for what is coming next in your love life? The 8 of Pentacles shows someone diligently working on their craft, putting in effort day after day to improve and perfect their skills. When this card appears in a love reading, it is telling me that what is next for you involves work. But not work in a negative sense. This is about consciously and intentionally building something solid and lasting. What is coming next in your love life is you approaching relationships with the same dedication and care that you would approach any important project or goal. The 8 of Pentacles is about mastery, and in love, this means mastering yourself first. It means learning how to communicate better, how to set boundaries, how to show up authentically, how to love without losing yourself. What is next is you developing these relationship skills through practice and experience. I am also seeing that the 8 of Pentacles can indicate that you are going to be very selective and intentional about who you invest your time and energy in. Just like a craftsperson does not waste materials, you are not going to waste your emotional energy on situations that do not have real potential. What comes next is you being very conscious and deliberate about building the kind of love life you want. This card also suggests that the next phase might not be instantaneous. The Eight of Pentacles is about steady progress over time. So if you are hoping for a whirlwind romance or instant gratification, this card is saying that what is actually coming is something that unfolds gradually but has real substance. Think of it like building a house brick by brick. It takes time, but the result is solid and lasting. I am getting that for some of you. This card indicates working on a relationship. Maybe you and someone else are both committed to improving your connection, to learning better ways of relating to each other, to building something that lasts. The Eight of Pentacles says that with consistent effort and genuine commitment from both sides, real transformation is possible. And if you are single, this card is about doing the inner work so that when the right person comes along, you are ready. You are honing your relationship skills, you are learning from past experiences, you are becoming the kind of partner you want to attract. What is next in your love life, according to this final card, is empowerment through effort, growth through practice, and lasting love through dedication. So there we have it. That is what is coming next in your love life, Virgo. I hope these insights resonated with you and gave you some clarity or confirmation about what you are experiencing. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this reading connected with you, I would love to hear about it in the comments. And remember, you are exactly where you need to be. Trust the journey.